Whee! It's in St. Petersburg, so we get a little lucky. I was right. My Eastern Europe hedge was right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Zigzag Play Along League. We are on the round 13 out of 15, so we are really getting close to the end of the league here. And here are the standings. So we are down in number 12. Pretty sure we've stayed pretty consistently around just bumping that top 10 mark for a while now. We're on 1.3k. The top guy is on 1.7k, so a fairly big difference there, but yeah, we are still defending ourselves pretty well here. And the question is, can we break top 10 in my own league? That would be fantastic. You guys, click links in the description to play next week's, and yeah, join me as I try to break into the top 10 today. So let's see what the game is, and we are in Abandoned Places. So this one should be really interesting. A map with kind of abandoned places, I suppose, and let's head straight in here to see the first location. So here is an abandoned place, and yeah, what's abandoned is this ship. It looks like a fishing ship, or one of those ones, the like kind of tugboats or something like that, I guess you'd say. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's how it strikes me. We have a bunch of four-wheel drives here. They're all Asian cars. They're all Asian cars, so that could lend us a clue. Although this one, I think, is also a Toyota. So yeah, we should be maybe somewhere in Asia, or maybe somewhere where a lot of Asian cars get exported. So options: Alaska, Russia, Iceland, something like that. Can we see any writing here? Kind of too hard to read. As for the number plates, they don't seem to have any blue strip. I mean, I know we're a long way away, but I'm pretty confident in the fact that they don't have a blue strip here. So I am thinking maybe Russia, but whereabouts in Russia? Maybe on the north coast. This would be a ballsy guess if I got it correct and it was up here, or near Murmansk or something like that. To be honest, the coastline kind of fits with Murmansk. So, I mean, that would be incredible. The thing is, the soil is very black. It almost looks volcanic. So, Alaska and, you know, Alaska and Iceland still quite good options. This kind of has more of a Icelandic architecture to it, this little hut as well. So, ooh, do I want to change my guess here? The mountains are quite small, and there's also trees. So I think I will leave it with Murmansk area. We just have to pray. And, man, this was indeed Russia, I think. Yeah, this was Russia, just way on the wrong side of the country. Seems like some people getting pretty close here. But, yeah, this was in the Kuril Islands, near Sakhalin, and near Petropavlovsk, and Kamchatsky Peninsula. So, a tough round. And we end up with a punishing score as a result. But there were all these Asian cars, so maybe we could have gotten it if I had really thought about that a little harder. Because none of them were European, so guessing in Europe may have been a big mistake there. So here we have like what looks to be a Fiat. Interesting. Is this an abandoned place? Perhaps a Roman abandoned place on this occasion, I think. Given that we see a vineyard here, a Fiat over here, and some buildings that certainly look like they could be Italian. So yeah, maybe somewhere in Italy, maybe near Rome, or a little bit further north would be a safe guess, near Bologna. Yeah, so we have a flag over here, certainly could be Italian, kind of looks like some green, maybe some red. Yeah, so I think that's where we're going to go. This is a church, though. Maybe it's a church. It kind of has the shape of a church. We have the arches, obviously that's pretty typical of Roman architecture, I would suggest. Also kind of like what do you call these ones here? Some kind of memorial or something like that, some kind of statue. Yeah, so it has to be in a wine region as well. I'm pretty confident with Italy here, and these signs look like they could be Italian as well. So I guess we're kind of on a hill. Let's guess up on a hill here, on this one here, and let's rip it in. Let's see. And not too bad. This was above Venice, so 4.4k is a good effort here. And here we were. So I wonder if anyone actually got both the Russia round and the Italy round, because if they did, yeah, it seems like people have, so pretty impressive indeed, and a good effort by me there as well. Pretty happy with that guess. So here's the next one, and wow, this one is super abandoned. We're in a like birch and Scots pine forest. I would suggest, kind of looks that way to me. We have a brick building here, which is interesting. First thing that strikes me is maybe Poland here, or Russia, or Belarus, something in those three countries there. Maybe Belarus would be a good hedge here. Could it be a Soviet building? Doesn't look all too Soviet to me, if I'm honest. But the forest kind of does. So that is kind of the dilemma I'm in here. The brick building is certainly interesting. I think I'll guess closer to the Lithuania-Poland border. Maybe in... Oh, it could be in the nuclear fallout zone. You know, where Bored and Bankrupt went. So, Chernobyl? Where's Chernobyl, exactly? I'm actually not sure. I'm assuming it's like... Yeah, here's Chernobyl. So let's guess in the Radio Ecological Reserve. Or somewhere near there. Let's guess in this area here. You know, this could be a good guess. This could be a good guess. I like my logic. You know, sometimes the logic sounds good and you're way away, but I think on this occasion I might actually be close. So let's rip it. Let's see if we're close. Oh man, it was just Poland. So I was right more about the architecture, that it looked more Polish. And here we were. And what is the deal with this place? Not really sure. Something to do with this... Like, it's definitely an attraction, but I'm not sure why. I can't read the language well enough. Alfred Nobel. Maybe that's got something to do with, explosives? Didn't he invent dynamite or something? Or some weapon? I don't know. Anyway, that is enough for that, because my logic was not right. And here's another one. Here is another one. Red brick building once again. Could this be the same area? Could this just be what I was talking about? So, seems like... I can't tell if that's wood or concrete, these poles. But I kind of want to rip it in with a similar guess to last time, if you know what I'm saying. Like, this one looks more like, Romania, or like, Belarusian architecture, in my opinion. The red brick building is kind of concerning, but the other two, this one and this one, look more communist, look more kind of like Belarusian huts I've seen in the past. But this could easily be Romania. It kind of looks like a ladder pole, though, that's the thing, which is interesting to me. Could it be France? It just has kind of a look of like a French or a Spanish pole, but I don't think so. I think Belarus has to be the play here. And I think a similar area has to be the play as well. So I'm just going to guess in the same spot again, and I'm interested to see if anyone else has been following the same logic as I have, but yeah, I'm going to go for it. Let's see. Ah, man, it was just Poland again. That's so annoying. Seems like some people are getting remarkably close here to the point where I think these two top guys are definitely cheating. But, yeah, I mean, a tough round to be sure, and still 3.5k is decent. But the brick buildings, yeah, more likely to see them in Poland, I feel like. And the final round here is just going to be a black screen. Hold up, it's not. Look, you can actually see something. That's so strange. Can you guys see this pixel here? Like, right in the middle of the screen. So that is interesting. If we turn around, or up, or down. Okay, so we literally... can see this tiny bit of nothingness. Where is there a tiny bit of light? No idea. So, kind of a disappointing way to end this round with a broken one, but not exactly broken, just a black screen round. So, I like to go and check here. Middle of Europe. Well, there might be a more... You know what? Let's say we go for a third one, because, you know, abandoned places, there's plenty of those in Ukraine, Belarus, Russia. You find them all the time. So let's go for that. Whee! It's in St. Petersburg, so we get a little lucky. I was right. My Eastern Europe hedge was right. And you know what? Guessing here, we almost got about 3,000 points. So I think that's the meta for this map. I think the meta is just click above the Radio Ecological Reserve and hope for the best. So yeah, we got 14,000 points, which may actually be enough here. I think it's the first round that we really screwed ourselves over with. But let's see how everyone did here. So obviously these two aren't legit. I'm going to say Nikki probably was, but who really can know? Yeah, let's just see everyone else and how they did. So top 15 we didn't make today. But we were... Okay, so people have still got 18k pretty consistently here. It was round 1, man. Look at everyone who did well, got a good score at least on round 1. And my score, despite having the right country, was way off. So I expected to do so much better here. Instead, we're in number 81. So let's see how many people played, and then we'll move on and see how the top 15 did exactly. So we still got more. 150, 159, so thanks to everyone for playing. A couple of... Everyone got decent scores in this one. In fact, even in the last round, a lot of the bottom people got decent scores. So, yeah, this was where I lost all my points, guys. If I had a decent score here, like all these guys did, then you best believe that I would have been in the top... Yeah, top 10. Would have been top 10, probably. As for the Italian one, yeah, everyone kind of guessing in the flat part over here. That was really no surprise, but no one getting right on it. Out actually legit players, so yeah, fair enough. As for the Poland ones, seems like I was the only person to guess 3 times in Belarus. But yeah, a lot of people just guessing around Poland. Must have been something about the name of the uploader of the image, which I don't have on, that helped them, I dare say. And then the Russian one was, yeah, literally completely random, but somehow people managed to go close to it. Probably, again, because the name of the uploader was in Cyrillic or something like that, but yeah, that's all I can say about that. And yeah, that was it for the abandoned map. So let us head over to the NMPZ challenge, which was also in the description of last week's video, and see how we go here. So 1 minute per round. This one is South Africa. Reminds me of near the Lesotho or maybe Eswatini border here. But yeah, there's no chance of this being Australia, I don't think. These poles definitely look South African. Yeah, I think it just kind of looks like this area here near Ermelo. Ermelo. So I think that is a decent shout here. Maybe just on a more of a side road. And maybe a little further south, near Newcastle, I think is a good guess. Well, it gets a little hilly there. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's just go for it. And yeah, pretty good, man. I even said Ermelo, because it looks like that area, and my score is not quite enough for top 3, but yeah, should have been closer. And just a bit disappointing that I didn't trust myself enough there. The next one is also South Africa. This one looking more Botswanan than like Eswatini, so I'm thinking of going somewhere around here. Yeah, maybe near Lichtenburg this time. We're kind of on a dirt road here, so maybe out something like that, an intersection. Pretty happy with that. It could be further out this direction, but it also has it has more of a Botswana feel, so I'm happy to go close to the border and near Pretoria and Joburg here. And not too bad, it's actually just north of Pretoria. So really impressive to get a good score there if you did, because definitely felt a bit drier than what you might expect there. But that's okay, 4.4k is still good. Next one is going to be in Finland with the yellow and the white dashes, so that's cool. Fairly sparse with the trees, so feeling northern here. Just going to commit to a fairly northern guess here. I think something like that will be fine. Yeah, kind of reminds me of like Murmansk area as well, so let's just go for that. And a little bit further south, actually, so wouldn't be surprised if some people went too far north like I did, because it was very dry. And here we do have a Filipino around, driving right-hand side of the road. So yeah, we don't really have to worry about Sri Lanka or anything like that, even with the like Thai-style pole here. The question is where, and I'm notoriously bad at Philippines, but I'm thinking like it feels more southern, so maybe a Panay hedge here, around there would be pretty safe. I wouldn't be surprised if this was Southern Island. It feels more southern than northern to me, but yeah, when it comes to Philippines, I'm not the best, so I think that's probably going to have to do. Can we see any clues on this one? Would love to zoom in on that blue sign, or even on these ones over here. We've got a Gatorade ad, interesting. But yeah, nothing really more to glean here. I think this is all we can manage. So let's hope for Panay. And yeah, it's actually north. So glad I didn't go South Island, but yeah, constantly Philippines is screwing me over, and I need to improve at it definitely. But NMPZ, it's just tough. It's just a tough country. So here's the final round of the video, guys. We have a clearly Japanese round with the low cam, the Japanese architecture, the Generation 4. The clues go on. Even a Japanese reflector here, the single yellow line. Whereabouts is the better question, and I think north of Tokyo has the feeling of being north of Tokyo to me. Maybe in this kind of area here. Not really sure how far the Generation 4 stretches in Japan. Would be interesting to know that. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be fairly self-explanatory, I'd say. Yep, I don't really know. It's fairly hilly. Like this actually seems like a decent guess to me. Now we could be on this highway here. I mean, wouldn't that be insane if we were? But yeah, I mean, all things considered, there are no English clues or anything like that. Just the landscape. So let's go for it. Hope for the best here. Are we close? We are not close. This is actually near Kyoto instead, which is kind of surprising. There's definitely a lot of Gen 4 around this region here for sure. But just disappointing that I got the latitude wrong. So there we go, 20k. 20k is always good for NMPZ, you can't really complain about it, but let's see how everyone else in the seed did. It was a tough round, but not too tough, so I anticipate there'll be above 20k for the first 10 people at least, and yeah, of course that's right. So let's check out the top, because this was an easy seed, we can actually look at top 20 here. So let's check out the top 20, see how everyone did here. Certainly a tough round. and there I was in 24, just above Harrier there. So yeah, a tough round, and let's see how everyone else did down the list here. So yeah, like a good number of people getting above 10,000, but yeah, down at the bottom here, things were starting to get a little worse. At least Spencer got that it was Japan, so good on you for that, mate. But you know, let's see how everyone did here. I was the most northern in Finland there. Kind of definitely felt north, so I'm surprised no one went where I did. And actually, no one went right in the right place either. It was kind of like Group A and Group B, and you know, no one was close enough. The Japan one, I was one of the furthest north out of the top people. Me and Eddie kind of misjudging it a little bit there, but yeah, plenty of people in the right direction. Philippines, again, I just suck at, so yeah, no real surprises there. The South Africa one, I was nice and close, but seems like a lot of people got in that direction as well. My guess should have been better here. If I went just where I did, I think I had the guess around here, then I would have been closest, which is kind of disappointing. Always a bit disappointing when you're not closest. And then round 2, obviously, a lot of people are actually guessing in Gaborone. I guess it was Generation 3, so it was always possible. Or was it Gen 2? I can't remember. Anyhow, a lot of people guessing in the right area. And yeah, that is it for this round. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate everyone playing along. It's always good fun. And yeah, I'll see you for round 14 next week on Tuesday night. Tuesday day, depending on where you're from. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later.